surprised you haven't heard about me. You know, I got a bad reputation. I mean, sometimes I just go nuts like now.
Hold on to your hats.
This ain't no game, Flash.
And prepare for takeoff.
We're not gonna make it,
As the Century Collection from Warner Home Video and New Line Home Video takes you on the ride of your life with your favorite action-packed titles.
Now you have your orders. Execute them.
Yeah, after tea.
Of course.
The thrills begin with a special edition of Mel Gibson in The Road Warrior, newly remastered and including a vintage making-of documentary and all 3 Mad Max theatrical trailers.
You want to get out of here?
Talk to me.
Enjoy new collector's editions of Lethal Weapon 4,
Captain Riggs.
Captain Murtaugh.
The Negotiator,
I'm not going to jail today.
and A Perfect Murder. All priced to own and with exciting extra features.
Relax. He'll call back.
Then, take a deep breath and bring home these now affordably priced titles.
It's open season on all Night Stalkers.
New Line's Blade,
Hi now, brown cow.
The Avengers, and Eraser.
If anyone claims that I've sent them, use this.
Plus an all-time new low price on the adrenaline pumping Executive Decision.
What are you doing up here? Who the hell else is going to do it? You?
And Young Guns 2.
I'll make you famous.
So find the adventure you crave where you buy videos. Look for valuable offers on movies, music, travel, and more when you see the Century Collection logo on specially marked titles and displays at participating retail locations.
I am in control here.
You are not in control.
Start your Warner Brothers Century Collection today with a bang.
You're alive. Now keep it that way. Trust me.
This is what it has come to.
Look! Out there! They're coming back! Come on! Move it!
Here is where it shall be decided.
There it is. Greetings from the Among Us.
In a world without gas,
The Among Us rules the wasteland.
I'm gravely disappointed that you wish to take the gasoline out of the wasteland.
Defend the fuel.
We'll never walk away.
Give me the pump, the gasoline, the whole compound.
this is a land that prays for a hero.
Well, if anyone's going to get in there, it's going to be you.
This is Mad Max 2.
I've seen driving like that, man.
The warrior of the road.
You're okay by me, pal.
Go hand it to you, Trish. After the V8 interceptors.
Every day we get weaker while they get stronger.
You want to get out of here?
You talk to me. Now, to do the job, I need some high-octane gasoline. Got yourself a deal.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Gonna crash or crash through?
I was wrong about you. I'm sorry.
When it's every man for himself. And there's no place left to run. When all that's left is one last chance. Pray that he's still out there. only the greatest warriors and their deadliest enemies emerged from the flames.
Who are you?
Nobody.
Understood. I can feel it. The dice are rolling.
He was the one they called Mad.
But he's just a raggedy man.
But to those whose lives hung in the balance,
Where's the worrying ones? Waiting for what? Waiting for you.
he was the one they called Hero.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here.
Now, Mad Max is back in Beyond Thunderdome. Mel Gibson, Tina Turner, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
In 1981, Warner Brothers released a sequel to a movie few Americans had seen, with a leading man who wasn't yet a star. In fact, they had to pretend this wasn't a sequel at all. Allow me to explain. In 1979, Australian writer-director George Miller and his producing partner Byron Kennedy cooked up a wild idea for a movie called Mad Max. The two men had never made a full-length film before, but their debut feature caused a sensation in Australia, and Mad Max became the biggest box office success in the history of that country. It was also a stepping stone in the budding career of their star, 23-year-old Mel Gibson. Eventually, an American distributor acquired the rights to the now worldwide success Mad Max, but they worried that the heavy Aussie accents would be indecipherable to U.S. moviegoers, so they dubbed the film, including the voice of the American-born Mel Gibson. It didn't work. Mad Max never found much of an audience in this country. When Miller and Kennedy teamed up again 2 years later and made Mad Max 2, Warner Brothers decided to rename the picture The Road Warrior. After all, why would American audiences pay to see Mad Max 2 if they never even heard of Mad Max 1? It turned out to be the right move. The Road Warrior became a smash in the U.S., just as it had been around the world. So what exactly is the appeal of The Road Warrior? Well, I can remember my reaction when I first saw it. For one thing, I could barely sit back in my chair. I can't think of another film that's as constantly moving as this one is. John Ford made history when he staged an Indian attack that lasted 11 minutes in his classic 1939 Western, Stagecoach. Well, the tanker chase in this movie runs 13 minutes, and it's just one component of a film that you could call a non-stop chase. I still regard it as a model for action movie making, all the more so because it was done without the digital special effects that dominate so many films today. What you see on screen is, for the most part, real, with all those incredible feats executed by a team of apparently fearless stunt performers. Stunts were performed that had never been attempted before, from a road tanker rolling over at 65 miles per hour, to a biker riding smack into a stationary dune buggy, propelling him a distance of 65 feet. Shot on location in Broken Hill, some 800 miles west of Sydney, Australia, more than 80 vehicles were put to use in The Road Warrior, including one you don't see too often in action films, a gyrocopter. But most importantly, Miller and his writing partner Terry Hayes, working with Brian Hammett, refined the character that introduced him Mad Max by exploring the roots of mythology and the works of Joseph Campbell, just as another filmmaker named George Lucas had done a decade earlier when he was writing Star Wars. It's no accident that Mad Max appealed to audiences around the globe. He has universal qualities as a warrior, a survivor, and ultimately as a champion of the oppressed.
You want to get out of here? Talk to me.
That's a timeless kind of character you might find in a Western or a samurai film. This one just happens to take place in the future. So sit back, fasten your seatbelt, and enjoy The Road Warrior.